Chapter 23. The Kid. Malcolm definitely succeeded in teaching me the importance of routine. For the last 3 years, I've followed the routine Malcolm helped me set up. I've done the same thing at the same time every day. Malcolm was right about the importance of routine. I followed the plan we created and the results are amazing. My business has grown to the point that I no longer work for Gary. With his blessing, I've been working for myself full-time for the last 2 years. I employ 6 people. My reading has really taken off. I read a lot. I try to read a book a week. Best of all, I married Katie, the girl I met in church. We have been married for 1.5 years. Our first child is due in 6 months. Gary's business is growing too. He now has 30 employees. Malcolm's business has recovered from its challenges and is doing better than ever. So many amazing things have happened to me, but the most amazing is scheduled to take place today. I never dreamed this could happen. Gary and Malcolm and I are at the Oklahoma State Capitol. My wife is here as well. Last week, Malcolm told me there was someone who wanted to meet me, someone important. "Who's that?" I asked. I had no idea who would want to meet with me. Malcolm smiled. "The governor." He paused to let that sink in. "He's heard about all that you've done in the last 3 years, and he has something to give you." Me? The governor wants to give me something? What would he want to give me? I couldn't believe the governor would even know about me, much less have something for me. Malcolm's smile got bigger. "A pardon. He's going to sign paperwork and you won't be a convicted felon anymore." Now we are at the Capitol, waiting to get my felony removed. We are outside the governor's office near a receptionist sitting at her desk. Behind her is a frosted glass door. When the door opens, it's the governor. "Hello, Malcolm," he says, and the two shake hands. "Good afternoon, Mr. Governor." "Sir, I'd like for you to meet 2 of my friends. This is Gary, and this gentleman is the one that I have been telling you about. His name is Tony, and this lovely young lady is his wife, Katie." Katie and I shake hands with the governor. I feel like I'm about to pass out. The governor motions us back into his office, where he sits down at his very official-looking desk. It's actually the biggest desk I've ever seen. I stand in front of the desk. The governor clears his throat, opens a folder, and pulls out a sheet of paper. I see my name at the top, but I can't see anything else on the page. "The reason that we are here today is because of you, Tony," says the governor. "Malcolm has told me of all the things that you have been able to accomplish in the last 3 years. He looks me in the eyes. Tony, what you've done is a miracle. You have stayed out of trouble, and now you own a successful business and employ other people. I know that you are a changed man. I am proud to put my signature on this document that pardons your prior felony conviction." The governor uncaps his pen and signs the document. He has 2 other copies and signs both of those, handing one to me. He then stands up and shakes my hand. A camera clicks over my shoulder. I hadn't seen anyone with a camera when I came in. My mind is a blur. I think over the last 4 years and how my whole life had changed because Malcolm took the time to mentor me. I fight to keep tears from falling. Katie, however, doesn't even try to hide her tears. She stands behind me, beaming with pride and crying with joy. Never again would I have to look anyone in the eye and say, "I'm a convicted felon." Part of me wants to go back to the stores and restaurants that wouldn't hire me because I was a felon and wave the paper around, but I know better. Thank you, Mr. Governor. I'm not sure what else to call him. I know it's not Your Highness. No, Tony, thank you. It was my pleasure to review your life. We make our way back to the hallway. Katie takes the paperwork from me and begins to read it. She throws her arms around my neck and starts weeping. I'm so proud of you. Gary shakes my hand and I tell him, Gary, thank you so much for all the help you've given me. My pleasure. I look over to Malcolm. Thank you so much for what you've done for me. You've taught me so much. Without you, I would have nothing." Malcolm stops me. "Tony, thank you. Without you, I never would have gotten through the desert I was in. You helped me to keep running. You saved my life. I just want you to know, as I watched the governor give you a pardon, I don't know if I've ever felt more proud. I doubt I could be any prouder if one of my own daughters had just received her PhD." Malcolm reaches out his hand to shake mine, and for the first time, I feel like Malcolm and I are equals. He has taught me how to live a full life, and I helped him rebuild his. Time for me to go to group at the county jail. It's Tuesday. Tonight's my night. It's been rewarding for me to be able to give something back, I announced. Plus, Jeff, the guy that was with me the night I was arrested for stealing beer, is in jail. I'm giving him a copy of The Greatest Miracle in the World tonight.